morning, and welcome to Christ Over Coffee. My name is Andrew Dixon, and I would like to welcome you to episode 9, entitled From Hopeless to Hopeful. As you know, alongside me is Sister Rosalia Monica, a Holy Spirit missionary sister, and all of our audio and our video is synced up and ready to go this morning. Good morning, sister. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Andrew. And happy Easter to you and to all. Yes, the microphone and the camera are ready this time. As ready as I am to begin the conversation today.
Happy Easter. I hope everything went well Easter Sunday for you and your family. We appreciate every time you come by our page on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. It encourages us so much, and we try to get right back to you as far as the comments are concerned, and we just thank you so much. And yes, so Sister Rosalia, as we were talking before the episode started, when it comes to the topic of from hopeless to hopeful, we're looking at it from an Easter perspective. As we just concluded Easter Sunday, we're still in that jubilation, right? And we can experience and be grateful and thankful for everything God has done. But it's easy to do that in the hopeful times. It's very difficult to see that in times of hopelessness. I'm sure each of you know that going through different trials and tribulations, it brings a sense of hopelessness. Sometimes it can even cause one to doubt. We don't lose trust in God when we go through hard times. I think one of the things that we do experience is that we just don't understand why this is happening. There are so many people out there that are hurting, and they're asking these questions. Why is this happening? And it's very hard when you're going through something dramatic, something awful, terrible even. It's very difficult to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Hope is like gold to a person that has none. Now, Sister Rosalia, while we were off camera, you were explaining to me about hopelessness as you saw it in comparison to Mary Magdalene as she's approaching the tomb after Jesus was buried. Please share with the audience your reflection as it pertains from hopeless to hopeful.
Yes, Mary Magdalene had a significant place at the resurrection of Christ on Easter Sunday. When Jesus was taken away, then crucified, most of the disciples ran away, went into hiding because of the fear. They were terrified of what happened to their teacher. And like the rest of the disciples, Mary Magdalene felt the loss of the one who she relies on and looks up to. Then, with all the memories of her encounters with her master during these past years, she went and stood outside of the tomb and wept for her master. Mary Magdalene is the first person who witnessed the resurrection of Christ, and made even more special when Jesus called her by her name, Mary. With that, all her feelings of fear and hopelessness of losing her master have completely gone and turned into the greatest joy. This was the turning point for her. She moved from the tomb of sadness and ran out to proclaim to her brothers and sisters that He's alive. As women disciples, we are encouraged by Mary on how to best serve the Lord and His great mission that was entrusted to us. This seems like a true turning point in the lives of these early believers. As we reflect on the Easter of 2021, we see another turning point when we consider the Easter of 2020. We have gone from zero attendance in our worship gatherings to members being allowed to come to celebrate this year. This turning point truly demonstrates moving from hopelessness to being more hopeful as it pertains to the global pandemic. Today, we are happy to welcome Sister Monica, a Holy Spirit missionary sister. She has been a member since 2003. Good morning, Sister Monica, and welcome to Christ Over Coffee. Thank you very much for your willingness to join us today. I just shared about Mary Magdalene and about the turning points of our lives. Would you be willing to share a turning point you experienced?
Good morning, Angel. Good morning, Sister Rosalia. Happy Easter to you all. Thank you for inviting me to this program. Yes, each one of us has our own experience of turning point. When I was in preparation for my final commitment in the missionary congregation of Servant of the Holy Spirit, I needed to write a formal letter of application for the permission to pronounce my final vows. At that time, there were 6 sisters in my group. We spent about 9 months together, praying, reflecting on, and integrating all our experience as sisters in our congregation. We call that experience tensionship, or our second novitiate. In that letter of petition, we were advised to also write our wishes, the country we would want to serve as missionaries. That was a hard task to do. What did I know of other countries? My inspiration was also nourished by Jesus' invitation. Go into the whole world and proclaim the gospel to every creature. This is from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 16, verse 15. Now you must be curious on what I came up with after searching my mind and heart. The 3 countries I chose are as diverse as they can be. It was Cuba, Germany, and Brazil. At that time, to be honest, I did not expect to go anywhere soon. Basically, I relied on my faith, thinking that the Holy Spirit will lead me wherever I go, and then my mission will be the same, to serve God's people. Where the congregation needs me for the work of mission, I will go and try to be the best contributor possible. Time went fast. At the time of my final vows, I learned that I was appointed to do a 3 years of an intercultural mission experience, and that was to be done in the USA. My first reaction was shock. Can you imagine? None of my wishes came true. This was all out of my imaginary planning. It seemed incredible and unreal. I was disappointed. Why is it like this? I questioned, complained to God many times. My heart struggled and felt pain. Going to a great country that many people want to go, that is their dream, not for me. I kept thinking and thinking. No way. At this point, I was at my lowest. What about my vows and my commitment? I came to affirm my faith again. Everything is in God's hands. God's love leads us to the best for our life. There are often turning points in the road before we arrived at our goal. As we are in the season of Easter now, we are contemplating the road Jesus took and the roads that his disciples walked. I am thinking particularly with great love and admiration of Mary Magdalene. She walked to the cross with Jesus and to the tomb to see the martyred body of her Lord, to do her last respect and tenderness. I can imagine that she was sad and hopeless. Back to my own turning point, my community leader had a very profound conversation with me. She shared her personal experience that was similar to mine. She showed her empathy. She said, "Monica, you need to build your trust in God deeply. So no matter whether wind, rain, or storm comes, you will not collapse. God will not give you a cross you cannot bear." If this mission is for you, nobody can take away. I surrendered my whole life into God's hands. After much struggles, I accepted my first mission appointment. I believe that God will provide. From that time on, my prayer was one of preparation for my first mission. I started studying English and Western cultures, especially American culture, and knowing more about U.S. geography. Now, after 10 years in the U.S., reflecting on that past experience, I feel deeply grateful to God and to my congregation for this great opportunity of being missioned to the U.S. From disappointment to fear and turning to faith and trusting God, I learned to love and move with God's movements, still trying to grow in the meaning of being a missionary. I needed that God sent community leader to help me turn around and take a trustful step into the unknown. Thank you very much for listening to my experience of Turning Point. God bless you all.
Today's episode has been particularly thought-provoking. I would like to thank Sister Rosalia, as well as our special guest, Sister Monica, for stopping by and just helping make this conversation what it has been. It's been such a fruitful experience, and we hope that you as well have been encouraged by what you've heard today. And so, thank you also for joining us. And you know, if you feel a particular calling on your life from God, we here at SSPS would love to journey alongside you. The sisters here would be more than welcome to help you discern the call of God on your life. And so we want you to visit our website if you have any more questions, and that's at www.sssps-usa.org. Again, that's www.sssps-usa.org. And from there, you can click on the contact section and just leave us a comment, and we will return that reply as soon as possible. As a matter of fact, in the description of this video, we're going to place the exact link so you won't even have to search. As soon as you click it, it will take you directly to the contact section. Also, if you would like to contact us via telephone, that's more than welcome. That number is 847-441-0126. Again, that's 847-441-0126. And from there, you just click 0 and the operator will get you to the appropriate party. And we cannot wait to hear from you. Also, if you have any prayer requests, which we receive quite often, we want you to know that you can use that contact section of our website to send in your prayer requests. And we post those on the doorway leading into the chapel, and the sisters will pray for you daily, not just for you, but for your family as well. Now, we want you to also be reminded that we have our Facebook channel, our Instagram, as well as our YouTube. And what we want you to do is to stop by those various places. We always have something going on, and so we want you to be in the know, especially this upcoming Sunday. We have a Bible sharing Zoom call that we're doing, and Sister Rosalia is one of the ones that's going to be, heading that initiative. And so we would love for you, if you're a young woman and you're discerning the call of God on your life and you're single, we would love for you to be a part of that. More information on our Facebook page as it pertains to that. But yes, it is this upcoming Sunday, and we just can't wait to see you. We appreciate you stopping by. Well, it's been another blessing and pleasure to come into your lives today, to share the gospel, to share love, and to share a little coffee. We thank everyone for participating today, but we can't thank God and you enough. We appreciate so much the blessing and the honor of walking alongside you. And we're just overjoyed at the fact that you come here every week to allow us to share encouragement. Please join us next week as we bring not only another episode, but to just give you a sneak peek, we're going to be talking to one of the newest members of the Holy Spirit Missionary Sisters. It's going to be amazing. But until next time, remember, we're going to be walking this life one sip at a time. Thank you so much. God bless you and your family. Take care. Bye-bye.